You sat down at 1-3 with $300 and watched the guy across from you call a $100 bet with bottom pair. He hit 2 pair on the river and stacked you for $240. You went home angry. You should have gone home grateful. He'll be back next week with another 300. And so will the 7 players just like him at every 1-3 table in America. Live 1-3 is the most exploitable game on earth. Predictable players, loose ranges, emotional decisions, 3 leaks at every seat. The average 1-3 player sees nearly every flop. They almost never 3-bet. They call river bets with bottom pair, and they fold the turn far more than they should. Every one of these tendencies is an exploit waiting for someone to take it. Here is the trap that catches every regular at 1-3. You think the way to beat the game is to play perfect poker, to run solver sims, to balance your ranges, to play unexploitable. That is exactly the wrong approach. Balanced poker beats balanced opponents. The 1-3 player is not a balanced opponent. He is a recreational player making the same 3 mistakes over and over. The exploit is not playing perfect. It is profiling the room and pulling the right counter for each seat. RangeIQ was built for exactly this game. You tag each opponent into one of 9 types. The nit who never bluffs, the tight aggressive who plays by the book, the loose aggressive who fights every pot, the young aggro who 3-bets too wide, the loose passive who calls and never raises, the calling station who never folds, the maniac who always bluffs, the recreational who plays for fun, and the unknown you have not yet read. The engine then surfaces the exploit for every spot, the exact dollar amount to bet, the exact line to take. Not what GTO says, what this opponent actually folds to. Here is what the engine does for you at a 1-3 table. 3 highest expected value, or EV, exploit patterns the population gives up almost every single hand. First, the overcall. 1-3 players call pre-flop raises with hands they should fold, then play fit or fold on the flop. Isolate the limper to $25 over his $5 limp instead of $15. They still call, and they still fold to your continuation bet. You print money on dry boards. Second, the underbluffed river. The average 1-3 player almost never bluffs the river. When they bet big on the river, they have it. RangeIQ flags this every time. You fold top pair to a $40 river bet from a nit, and you save $80 over the next 3 orbits. The fold you do not make is the most expensive bet in poker. Third, the overfolded turn. After they call your flop bet, 1-3 players fold the turn far more than the math says they should. The exploit is to barrel almost every turn for $35 into a $50 pot. They fold. They fold. They fold. And every fold is a pot you didn't have to win at Showdown. 3 exploits every single session. At a game where the average winning regular makes $8 to $12 an hour, RangeIQ pushes that closer to $25. The exploit is not a secret. The exploit is a workflow. 1-3 is the game where small edges compound the fastest. The population is the largest, the leaks are the deepest, and the buy-ins are small enough that variance never breaks you. It is the perfect classroom, the perfect grind, and the perfect place to use RangeIQ. Signing up for RangeIQ is free and no credit card is required. RangeIQ is the exploit.